Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Rocky Mountain Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We have an incredible list of institutions for you to hear from this evening. But before I turn it over to them, I do have a couple of housekeeping items for you. Number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you this evening. This is being recorded, and so all the sessions that were happening tonight will be available at strivescan.com/RMACAC within 1 week. We also know that you're going to have questions, and our panelists want to make sure that you leave tonight with those questions answered. So at any time, don't hesitate to put your question in the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. Type out your question, but also note the college or university that you're directing your question to so that they can answer it appropriately. Lastly, this is a 6x6 program, which means there's 6 universities and colleges, and they only have 6 short minutes to share great information about their institution. So we hope that this is a really fun way for you to learn about multiple schools within a short amount of time. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to them. First up, you're going to have the opportunity to hear from Seattle University. Take it away whenever you're ready, Monica.
Helps if I unmute myself. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Let me go ahead and start. My name is Monica Tafoya. I'm one of the admissions counselors. I'm the Senior Assistant Director and Campus Visit Coordinator at Seattle University, and I work specifically with students that are coming from Arizona and New Mexico. So, as you may have guessed, Seattle University is located in Seattle, or as we like to describe our location, the heart of the city. We're just east of downtown and located right next to the Capitol Hill neighborhood, which is the arts district of the city. And while we're still in the city, we still have a small, distinct campus. Everything within the red line that you see on your screen is actually our college campus. And while it may look like we're the size of downtown Seattle, we're not. We only sit on about 55 acres of land. So it's pretty easy to get back and forth on campus. All right, so what makes Seattle University so unique? So Seattle University is a Jesuit Catholic university. Our Jesuit identity really provides the framework for who we are as a community. Our core values are rooted in social justice, diversity, and inclusion. And while no, it's not a requirement to be Catholic in order to attend Seattle U, we do pride ourselves in the diversity of our students, not only in the religious makeup of our students, but also where the students are coming from and really using those identities and how they shape themselves. Students who are attracted to Seattle U are really looking for that close-knit community. They really want to make sure that they're in a big city and are able to access all those fun, exciting things that are happening all around us. But also being in the Northwest means that our students are exploring all different areas and all different parts of the surrounding parts of the Northwest in the Pacific Northwest. But also, and part of that is our powerful network. We have many alums that are very active in our community and really are part of our community in making sure that our students are still really engaged and looking at different job and internship opportunities as well. Lastly, our commitment to sustainability. We were actually the first school in Washington state to ban the sale of plastic water bottles and the first Jesuit school in the US in order to divest from fossil fuels. So sustainability on our campus is something that we're really passionate about. All right, so the fun parts, the academics. We have about 4,700 undergrad students and about 7,200 total students. And that includes our grad programs and our law school. Our average class size is 18, with the largest class you might ever have is around 30. 100% of our classes are taught by professors, so there are no teaching assistants or grad assistants. Seattle U also has over 54 direct entry majors. So if you know what you want to major in, you can be directly admitted into that specific program and be guaranteed a spot. So our most popular programs, as you see there, are nursing, criminal justice, computer science, psychology, biology, and economics. And also, if you don't know what you want to major in, our pre-major studies is an excellent program for you to take part in. They're really there to help you figure out what you might want to study, what you might want to be when you grow up, and kind of taking you through that whole process and using that discernment process as well. And for those of you who might be interested in heading to med school or even physical therapy, vet school, or even law school, we have our pre-professional advisors, and they will connect you with folks who specialize in advising students for those next steps. And they're a great resource as you navigate the application process for that degree. So I mentioned that we are a Jesuit Catholic University, but it's in our core curriculum is where you'll find our religious requirement. We require all students take 2 classes in either theology, philosophy, or ethics. Religion on our campus is really what you make of it, and these classes vary. It's everything from women in the Hebrew Bible to sports and theology. All right. So some great resources on our campus are Outreach Center and our First Gen and Veterans programs, but also our Office of Multicultural Affairs and our Learning Assistance programs, which provides essay writing, math labs, and general help with all different subjects. And while we know that academics are certainly important, so is the social and community aspect of college. So we have over 130 student-led clubs, everything from social, political, to cultural, to the knitting nerds and the gamers. So definitely something for everyone. We're also Division I sports. We have 18 Division I sports on campus, with our men's soccer team being our most popular sport. In addition to D1, we also have numerous club and intramural sports. So I always tell students, if they're on our campus and you're bored, you're doing something wrong. There's always something happening on campus. All right, so let's switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit about the application process. So Seattle University is a part of the Common Application, so hopefully making life a little bit easier this fall. Our early action deadline is November 15th, and our regular decision deadline is January 15th. It's also important to note that Seattle University is test optional. So we went test optional last year, and that is now part of our admissions process. So we no longer require SAT or ACT in order to complete an application. And if you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or to one of our other admissions counselors. We're happy to go over any of the questions that you might have. And lastly, so how much does it all cost? As you'll see, our sticker price may be a little bit higher than most, and while with the average cost of tuition plus room board being about $66,000 a year. And while the number may come with a little bit as a shock, keep in mind that 91% of our students receive some sort of financial aid, and that our most popular scholarship program is our merit-based scholarship program, which ranges from $8,000 to $25,000 per year. We automatically review you for the scholarship based on a completed application. So as long as you submit a completed application, we're automatically reviewing you for that scholarship. Additionally, if I always want to point out our Sullivan Leadership Award. Every year, Seattle University awards 9 full tuition room board scholarships. So if you're someone who's really active in leadership in your community and really want to engage on a college campus and be a leader on a college campus, definitely take a look at that scholarship award. It really gives you an opportunity to connect with other leaders on campus, but also, again, it's a full tuition room board scholarship. All right, so please stay in touch. There is my contact information. Also throw that in the chat. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to be a resource for you and answer questions that you have as you're going through the whole process. Thanks.
Monica, thank you so much to you and Seattle University for a great presentation. Audience, don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any point in time. You don't have to wait for a particular institution to present. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing Creighton University. Anne, take it away whenever you're ready.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Anne Hardy, and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions for Creighton University, which is located in Omaha, Nebraska. And Creighton is, like Seattle University, a Jesuit school. And we have, okay, there we are. So again, the Jesuits are the largest order of Catholic priests, but you certainly do not have to be Catholic to attend Creighton or any one of the 27 Jesuit universities in the country. But as a Jesuit university, Creighton is forming leaders for a more just world by teaching behaviors that reflect critical thought and responsible action on moral and ethical issues. A Jesuit education teaches you how to think, not what to think. At Creighton, you will find that the Jesuit values are infused to every aspect of student life. So some of the Jesuit values I want to cover, one is magis, which literally means more. So really kind of striving for excellence, being men and women for and with others, sharing gifts and pursuing justice and having concern for the poor and marginalized. Cura personalis, which is care for the individual person. And of course, education of the whole person. We truly offer a liberal arts education. You're going to hear that theme throughout, I think, all the presentations this evening. At Creighton, we have over 140 academic programs, and all taught by the professors, not by TAs. We have about 4,400 undergraduate students and another 4,400 graduate students, all on the same campus. And our student to faculty ratio is 11:1, and our average class size is 24 students. 80% of our students come from out of state, and we have students from all 50 states and 50 different countries. Our undergraduate programs are the College of Nursing, of which I am a graduate, and so that's a direct entry program. We have our College of Arts and Sciences and our Heider College of Business. We have our own dental school, law school, medical school, occupational therapy, pharmacy, physical therapy, a PA program, a nurse practitioner program, and a graduate school that all give preference to our undergraduate students, which is a really big deal. So for example, the acceptance rate from our undergrad into our medical school is about 50%. And if students are applying from outside of Creighton undergrad, that goes down to about 6%. And then the acceptance rate for our dental school is about 65 to 80%, or actually it was 88% last year from our undergrads into our dental school. And that goes down to about 6 to 10% outside of Creighton undergrad. Nursing students are the only students to declare a major when they apply, and arts and science students declare their major at the end of sophomore year, and our business students at the beginning of junior year. We have developed an interprofessional educational approach to healthcare education. So we offer a team approach to healthcare education. We want our students to have experience learning as part of the healthcare team. We're building a second healthcare campus in Phoenix, which will open up this September. We're really excited about that. And when it opens up, we will be the largest Catholic healthcare education provider in the country. So we're super excited about that. And additionally, we're building a new $85 million health science complex on our campus in Omaha, which is scheduled to open fall of 23. We were voted one of the top schools in the country for undergraduate research opportunities. We want our undergrads to come in and start engaging in research freshman year. We have 3 Goldwater scholars were selected from our class of 2022, more than any other Catholic university, and that puts us in the same group actually as schools like Harvard. Our Hyder College of Business is well connected in the Omaha community. All of our business professors have practical experience, and we have 6 chartered financial analysts on faculty, which is more than any other business school in the world. We offer 2 practicums on campus, the IJ Apple Store practicum, which is unique to our campus, where business students run the Apple Store, and an investment practicum where students invest $6.5 million of our school's endowment through 9 Bloomberg terminals, all set up live to the New York Stock Exchange. Omaha was voted the #1 city for paid internships. There are more internships than students to fill them. Omaha is also home to 4 Fortune 500 companies headquartered right there within walking distance of our campus, with another 50 or 60 with operations. We are also voted the #1 city for new college grads, probably because it's a fun place to live. There's many job opportunities. The cost of living is low. Our students like to have a lot of fun. We have over 250 clubs and organizations, including sorority and fraternity life at Creighton. Our students are actively involved in service. We also have our own retreat house about 20 miles away from campus. We are Division I, part of the Big East Conference. We made it pretty far this year into the Sweet 16. We're pretty excited about that. On a typical year, we get over 18,000 fans at every home men's basketball game. So it's a ton of school spirit at Creighton. We offer a lot of study abroad opportunities, including our Global Scholars Program, where students spend 2 semesters away and 2 summers away. We're very proud of our student outcomes. You can see here, according to college, 99, 100, and 99% of students are exactly where they want to be within 6 months of graduation. You can apply through the common application or our own Creighton application. We are test optional. We went test optional last year, and we will remain that way. We do require, of course, your official transcripts, high school counselor evaluation. Our application opens up August 1st. Our early action deadline is November 1st. And if students apply by November 1st, they will have a scholarship and admissions decision by December 15th. So this is just kind of some of our deadlines there. We are open to visitors right now, so we would love to have you come visit. We have some visit days set up this summer, but you can always come visit anytime. We would welcome you. Thank you.
And thanks so much to you and Creighton University. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you St. Louis University. Rayanne, take it away whenever you're ready.
Great, thank you so much. I'll just start sharing my screen. Hello, everyone. My name is Rayanne Mena, and I am an Assistant Director of Admissions with St. Louis University in St. Louis, Missouri. Like my two colleagues that went before me, St. Louis University is one of the 27 Jesuit colleges and universities, and they did such a fabulous job talking about what it means to be a Jesuit college that they've made my job a little bit easier. St. Louis University is one of the larger Jesuit schools when it comes to size. We're kind of in the top 5. We're about 8,000 undergraduate students, so a nice medium size. When you add in our graduate students, we've got about 12,000 students on our campus. A fun fact about us that not too many people know is that we actually have 2 campuses. We have our main campus in St. Louis, Missouri, but we also have a 4-year campus in Madrid, Spain. And so there are some students that go directly to Madrid, never stepping foot on our campus, but we have others that we treat Madrid as our #1 study abroad program, but we also have a really cool program called 2 campuses, 1 degree, where you can actually start your studies in Madrid, taking a lot of your core courses and electives, and then you come back to main campus to take your major courses for your last 2 years. So studying abroad is huge on our campus in Madrid and other places. We are also one of the oldest Catholic schools in the country as well. We were founded in 1818 and we were the first university west of the Mississippi. If you've ever been to St. Louis, it sits right on the Mississippi River. So it didn't take much to be the first university west of the Mississippi, as we like to say. So again, my colleagues talked a lot about what it means to be a Jesuit school, and the Jesuits are one of the largest orders of Catholic priests, and they really made education their mission over the years. They have been educating students for hundreds of years, going back into European history and lots of exciting times, but they really have just such a great philosophy of education. They knew for a long time it wasn't about sitting students in the classrooms and lecturing to them. It was about teaching them academically, socially, spiritually, physically. So you're going to hear a lot about how we get you out, you're not just in the classroom, you're out in the field and learning and doing and thinking about the gifts and talents and skills that you have and how you can use that in your interest in studies to go out and just make the world a better place. And so we really teach our students to be leaders, to be critical thinkers, no matter what your major is. At a lot of Jesuit colleges, you're going to take a core curriculum. So as a business student, you'll be taking philosophy courses, with biology students. And it really is that education of the whole person. But so much of what we do at Jesuit schools is about service and giving back. At St. Louis University, for example, our students did close to 2 million hours of community service last year without requiring any kind of community service. And we're constantly recognized for our community engagement and social justice efforts on campus. So now that you know a little bit about SLU, talk a little bit about what you can study at SLU. And the great news is we've got 90 different majors. So St. Louis University very often has some of those hard to find majors. We've got an anthropology major, a meteorology major, aerospace engineering, sports business. All of our majors are direct entry as well too. So programs like the School of Nursing, and those types of things can really help you get in and on your way a little bit quicker. We do that too with some combination programs that include graduate studies. So we have a 6-year doctorate in physical therapy. That's direct entry. You don't have to reapply to graduate school. We do the same thing with 5-year masters in athletic training, occupational therapy, and we even have some early acceptance programs into our medical school as well. So again, check SLU out for our academics. You're going to find that everything is direct entry. We get you in and on your way, and we're often a great place to jumpstart things if you know what you want to be when you grow up. Not just all about academics at SLU, although it is a big part. We are a Division I school. We are part of the Atlantic 10 Conference and have 18 sports that play all on campus. We also, if you're like, well, that's great, but I'm not going to play at the Division I level, we've got some great opportunities for you to still stay involved, whether it's 30 club sports that still travel and still compete across the country, but don't have the pressures of being a D1 athlete, or it's our intramurals where you can play, another floor in the residence hall in flag football and floor hockey and all those types of things. So many ways to get involved in cultural organizations and just academic organizations, school newspapers, student government. We even have fraternities and sororities. And so at SLU, we're really proud of the fact that no matter what you're looking for in a college experience, chances are we're going to be able to offer it. We're considered a major research institution by the Carnegie Foundation and actually did Moderna vaccine trials on our campus, which was really exciting for us. We're also, again, have a lot of ways to get involved, in fraternities and sororities and community service, as we've talked about. So really, whatever you're looking for in your college experience, chances are we're going to have it at St. Louis University. So now that you know a little bit about SLU and what we're all about, tell you a little bit about how to apply, in case the college search is coming up for you this summer. It is free to apply. You can either apply on our website or the Common Application. We moved to test optional last year, and we'll stay that way for at least the next 3 years. We're kind of in this pilot program. So traditionally for most programs, Once we get your official transcript from your high school, we are going to have everything we need to review your file. There are some programs that will require letters of recommendation, and you're always welcome to send those in. We do review them. We also can use a resume, and we don't require interviews, but we recommend them and give you plenty of opportunities there. And we're on rolling admissions, so once everything is complete, we will let you know in about 3 to 4 weeks whether or not you've been admitted to St. Louis University. So the process does move very quickly. Going to leave you with this great shot of campus. This is kind of looking west with the Mississippi River behind us, and you know, St. Louis University, like I said, is a great campus about 5 miles from downtown St. Louis in the midtown section of the city. So close enough to get downtown, but far enough away where you have your own neighborhood with plenty of restaurants and coffee shops. The midtown section is the arts and entertainment district, so just so much to do in the area. So come check us out. We are open for campus visits, and I will put links and my information in the chat. Thanks so much for being here.
And thank you so much to you and St. Louis University. Guys, I told you this would be fun. You've already heard from 3 great institutions, but we still have 3 more to go. So next up, I'd like to present to you Loyola University, New Orleans. Ricardo, take it away whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Courtney. Again, my name is Ricky Alarcon with Loyola University, New Orleans. And while I'm getting my presentation up, I am also an assistant director for admissions. It's a fancy way of saying I'm a regional recruiter. I actually live in the state of Texas, Dallas, Texas, to be exact, but I cover all Western United States, which includes a lot of the states of the Rocky Mountain ACAC. Again, Loyola, just like my other counterparts, we are also a Jesuit institution, private Catholic institution, but again, welcoming all students from faiths, different faiths and backgrounds. This is a kind of like our highlight slide, which shows the average class size, less than 3,200 students, and we offer 110 different academic programs. This next slide just kind of breaks down our incoming class of 2020 and kind of gives you an idea where they come from. A lot of them do come from out of state. We do get a lot of students from the Rocky Mountains, but Texas, Colorado, Florida, those are our top 3 states. A lot of our students are first time in college, and then the female-male breakdown and students of color. Again, I think our Jesuit values brings students from all backgrounds and demographics to our campus. So if you're familiar with our school, we are located in the uptown area of New Orleans, which is basically a neighborhood area. Our iconic streetcars that you see here, you'll see those going throughout the city. And then of course, Audubon Park, which is this nice, big, large green space located right across the street where students can just jog or bike or just read a book before or after class. And actually the city zoo is located in that park as well. If you know the downtown area, French Quarter, you take St. Charles Street and the streetcar, and I'll just take you to our campus. One of the things I didn't know is since 2013, there's so many movies and shows, and if you watch, you know, regular movies quite regularly, probably a lot of it, you probably saw a movie that's been shot in New Orleans. Our academics, we are broken into 3 different colleges, College of Arts and Science, College of Business, and College of Music and Media. I would say College of Music and Media is what we're mostly known for. So these are the programs such as music, your traditional theater, music, performance, vocal music. We also have some programs that are kind of like hard to find, such as music industry study, where not only you learn your talent, but you learn the business side of that, how to get paid for your writing, your compositions, your music, negotiating, you know, how to get your music distributed, so forth. And then we have like music therapy, one of the oldest music therapy programs in the US, filmmaking, I mentioned, theater. So we do have a lot of different programs, one of the oldest journalism programs in Louisiana as well. Probably our second most popular area is business. We are a port city, so trade, commerce, very vital to the city. So these majors, we have a lot of students that intern in different companies throughout the city and so forth. 3 is our sciences. We offer biology, chemistry. We actually have an emphasis in marine biology since we are by the ocean. So if you want to do research on our nice and lovely swamplands, you can definitely go for it. But we also are starting our first class of nursing students this fall. It is direct entry, so we're excited about that. 4 psychology, 5 is criminal justice. Just like my colleagues, we have those Jesuit values, caring for others. You know, we do encourage students to add double majors or add minors to their programs. So if you want to do computer science with your psychology degree, or maybe a pre-law emphasis with your English degree, we highly encourage that. And these are some of our other programs in the different colleges. And again, we highly encourage our students to study abroad. We encourage our students to get involved on campus activities. And then we also offer an honors program for those high achieving students that kind of want to get involved into more direct relationships with our professors. They will have a curriculum that's built specially for them. It's more of a discussion-based curriculum rather than lecture style. So if you're interested in that, we do have that. And so in closing, my last few minutes here, I do kind of want to talk about our admission criteria. We are what they call test blind. So you might hear test optional. Test blind just means that we do not require test scores for either admissions or scholarships. So what does that mean? Usually people ask me, well, how are you going to determine admissions? We will look at these items here listed, your transcript. We want to see the rigor, your GPA, courses taken. We'll look at the letters of recommendation from your teachers and the counselor, and then a personal statement basically is like an essay. We will want to see that as well. And then again, we'll see with those items, have a holistic review. Hopefully we'll have an admissions decision for you. And again, we are in a common application. You notice there's no application fee, so it's free of charge to apply. And then, so for those juniors, here's some of our deadlines for next year, so keep that in mind. For the students that want to go into music and media, they are going to require either a portfolio, an interview, audition. And so again, for this year, because of COVID, we did a lot of video, Zoom auditions. But again, hopefully as we are opening up, hopefully we'll get to see you on campus. So our merit scholarships, we offer rewards from $11,000 to $23,000. Again, these are all 4-year scholarships. Nation Scholarship is our leadership scholarship, which students, if you're involved in leadership, making a difference in your community, some of those Jesuit values, you're already practicing that, we definitely want to hear about that. We do offer athletic scholarships. We are NAIA Division I, and so we do have some great scholarships for our students. So with that, hopefully, if you have questions, drop it on the Q&A, but I'll also drop my information on the chat room. But again, thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you so much to Loyola University, New Orleans. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing Gonzaga University. Alexa, take it away whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. My name's Alexa. I'm the admission counselor for Arizona. So I'm part of the ACAC out there. And I think I'm rounding out the Jesuit Schools for tonight's programming. So as you've guessed, Gonzaga is also a liberal arts Catholic university in the Jesuit tradition, world renowned for holistic development. We are a top 21% nationally ranked university that educates students from many different backgrounds and faiths for lives of leadership and service for the common good. We're located in Spokane, Washington, just across the Spokane River from downtown, which is about a 10 to 15 minute walk using Centennial Trail. This proximity is great for internships, shopping, attending concerts, music, or movies, plays, restaurants, and more. Students have free access to through the city bus system with their GUID. As the hub of the Inland Northwest, Spokane is the region's medical, tech, government, and financial center. Spokane is the second largest city in the state of Washington, and so it offers a great mix of urban and outdoor experiences. It's located near the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, and so we have 4 distinct seasons. There's a wide variety of activities to enjoy throughout the year. We have 2 of the largest state parks in Washington within an hour of the city, 5 ski resorts within 90 miles, and 33 different golf courses in our region. Gonzaga is a medium-sized university with just over 5,300 undergraduate students who hail from almost all 50 states and about 40 different countries. We have students from about 24 different faith backgrounds, and our Office of Mission and Ministry is there to support students' spiritual needs at the individual level. We have very happy students with a 94% retention rate, and successful students with that 80% 4-year graduation rate and a 94% success rate, which means that after graduation, 6 months after graduation, students are either fully employed in some sort of graduate program or doing long-term service. In academics, there's an emphasis on interdisciplinary and hands-on experiences like internships, research, and fieldwork. We have an average class size of 22. Our faculty are actually ranked in the top 5% in the nation for teaching undergraduate students. So lots of great opportunities to pair up with faculty and get those awesome one-on-one experiences. We offer over 75 academic programs in 5 different colleges: the College of Arts and Sciences, which is our largest college, with programs ranging from applied mathematics to writing. We also offer great preparation for students interested in pre-law, pre-medicine, or other health sciences. We do partner with the University of Washington School of Medicine to educate first and second year med students on our campus, with Gonzaga delivering the coursework and the University of Washington managing those clinical placements. We also have our own School of Law. Additionally, we offer a fully accredited School of Business Administration ranked in the top 19% in the nation with a top 3% CPA pass rate. We have an excellent School of Education with teacher certification that offers reciprocity to all 50 states. Our School of Engineering and Applied Science is ranked in the top 25 nationally. And finally, our School of Nursing and Human Physiology boasts a 100% nursing NCLEX pass rate for the last 2 examination periods. Around 56% of our students study abroad. We offer a second campus in Florence, Italy, as well as programs in over 30 different countries. Tuition does remain the same for Gonzaga-sponsored programs, and financial aid follows you. 83% of our students come from over 200 miles away. And while Gonzaga offers great academic challenges, we do that with a lot of support and opportunities for students to grow and share their gifts outside of the classroom. We have over 130 different clubs and organizations, strong residence communities, speaker series, dances, cultural festivals, service and advocacy, very active intramurals and club sports, as well as Division I athletics. We are most known for a men's Division I basketball team. We also have our Unity Multicultural Education Center and Lincoln LGBTQ plus Resource Center that is there to support and celebrate all of our students. Our Center for Student Academic Success includes our Disability Access Office for students with learning differences, as well as our Learning Strategies Management team that offers free tutoring in different subject areas, and our Writing Center. We use the Common Application for admission, and we have one deadline of December 1st. Students interested in nursing and engineering have to list those as their primary academic interest on the application, or applying directly into that major. We require a high school transcript, school report filled out by your counselor, 1 letter of recommendation from a teacher in an academic subject. We are test optional for admissions to all majors, the honors program, and our scholarships. Our middle 50 percentages you can see on that bottom left-hand screen. So if you choose to submit a test score, if you're in the upper end of those, that can be a good idea. But of course, you can always reach out to your admission counselor. We do schedule optional admission interviews, and I will put my contact information in the chat to do that a little bit later. All students are automatically considered for an academic merit scholarship, and those are based off the strength of your application. So nothing extra for that, but we do have application-based scholarships on our website that you can explore. Some of those are major or region-based. You just want to see which ones apply to you. Families should fill out the FAFSA by December 1, and then Gonzaga, as a private institution, can also review for any need-based Gonzaga grants. We're able to offer all Gonzaga funding, whether it's those academic merit scholarships, the application-based scholarships, or those need-based Gonzaga grants. Those are guaranteed for 4 years, and as I mentioned before, they do follow you abroad. But I think I actually finished early this time.
Hey, that's great, Alexa. Thanks so much to you at Gonzaga University. Our final presentation tonight will be from the University of the Pacific. Corinne, take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, should be good to go. So thank you. My name is Corinne Rao. I'm an assistant director at University of the Pacific, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. There we go. So University of the Pacific was originally founded in 1851. We are actually a nonprofit 4-year private college located in California, originally established by the Methodist Church, currently non-denominational. Like I mentioned, we were originally established in 1851, and we were actually the first chartered institution in the whole state of California. We had the first conservatory of music to be established in the state of California, which of course is still standing today. We were the first co-ed institution in the state of California, so the first institution to offer education to women. And today we have just continuously expanded. So this is where we are, located in Stockton, California. Our main campus is located pretty much right in the central area of the state of California, but we do have 3 campuses throughout. So like I mentioned, main campus is located in Stockton, but we also have a law school in Sacramento, which is the McGeorge School of Law. And we also have a dental school, the Dugoni School of Dentistry, located in San Francisco. So that's that tri-campus feature. But the majority of our majors and our programs are located at our Stockton campus. It's also where our pharmacy school is located, the Thomas J. Long School of Pharmacy. So this is going to be our great big list of different majors that we offer here at Pacific. We offer over 80 different undergraduate majors that you can choose from. So popular majors at Pacific, I would say, are popular majors at a lot of different colleges. Science-based majors like biological sciences, psychology, business, engineering, and computer science are no doubt quite popular as well. We do have kind of a unique feature to quite a few of our programs, which is an accelerated option. So for example, we do have 2 programs where you can become a dentist or a pharmacist in 5, 6, or 7 years total. So those are definitely very popular and 2 of our most competitive programs at Pacific. But we also have programs where, for example, you can get your bachelor's degree and your master's degree in 5 years total. So it's a blended bachelor's-master's program. We offer that for engineering, computer science, accounting, and education. But as you can see, we have a lot of different options in terms of academics when you're coming to Pacific. All programs that we offer have internship opportunities, so that's never something that you have to worry about. And again, we did have the first Conservatory of Music established in California. So we have quite a few options in terms of music. So if you are a student who's interested in pursuing that, definitely check us out. Some quick statistics. So generally for all academics around, our average class size is just about 23 students. Average class, undergraduate class population total is just about 3,500 students. 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We are a Division I sports team school, so we do have 17 NCAA Division I men's and women's teams. Of course, we also have intramural and club level sports as well if you're just looking to have fun and stay a little competitive also while you're in college. We have over 150 different clubs and organizations that you can come check out. Those range from Greek organizations to professional clubs, just interest-based clubs, religious-based clubs. There's really a wide variety of different options for you. And of course, we always like to throw out a quick little success rate statistic. So just about 91% of our 2019 graduates specifically were either fully time employed or on track to attend graduate school within 6 months of graduating. So the vast majority of our students at Pacific are doing pretty well when they come. And we do believe one big reason for that is we really do promote that hands-on learning experience, getting your feet wet, so to speak, and making sure that your resume is a little diversified before you graduate by doing internships, studying abroad. A lot of different ways you can do that, but it's definitely promoted while you're at Pacific, and easily accessible too. How you pay, right? The vast majority of our students do receive some level of financial aid. Almost all of our students receive an academic merit-based scholarship. So those are scholarships that are based on your grades as well as like the co-curriculars that you've completed, because we do review applications holistically. So just to kind of give an idea, our academic merit-based scholarships currently range from $12,000 to $25,000 a year. And again, those are based off your academics and like the co-curriculars you've completed, essentially the student as a whole. You don't have to submit a separate application for these academic merit-based scholarships. You just apply for admission at Pacific and you're automatically assessed for them. In addition to that, we do encourage students to submit a FAFSA. Vast majority of our students do receive financial aid via the FAFSA. Just about 89% of the students receive just about $27,000 a year via the FAFSA, via their financial aid package. So we definitely encourage that. I know sometimes you think that you may not qualify for something, but you never really know. So it's important to go ahead and submit that as a just in case. So you do get offered everything that you do qualify for. And again, quick statistic, we are the second highest salary in all of California colleges and universities. So we definitely have a return on investment when you are attending University of the Pacific. How to apply. So if you're looking at different applications, different possibilities, we are available on the Common App. And then we also have the application on our website. When you do apply, really just looking for those transcripts, looking at freshman to junior year grades. Typically, we sometimes might request the mid-year, but only if it's required. And there's no application fee, and we are test optional. If you are one of those music conservatory students, keep in mind that there is an interview process as well. And that's how you can contact me, and I'll make sure to drop it in the chat as well. Thanks, y'all.
Corinne, thank you so much to you and the University of the Pacific. I would now like to invite all of the presenters to turn back on their cameras and share a little bit more about their institution. So we'll go round robin in the same order that you presented. What is your favorite event or tradition on campus? Or if you'd rather, you're welcome to give a fun or interesting fact. So we'll start with Seattle University first.
So one of my favorite traditions on campus happens right around finals at the end of fall quarter, and it's our Christmas tree lighting ceremony. So we have a giant tree that's in front of our student center, and every year our facilities folks light it up. They bring hot cocoa and cider. All of our choirs, we have 10 different choirs on campus, are out. And for the last several years, they've also brought reindeer to campus, so you can take a selfie with the reindeer and do gingerbread house competition. So it's just a really fun time on campus, and it's not only just for campus community, but it's the community that we are in as well as invited to participate.
Okay, I think I'm up. So I would say our luau, we used to be able to say we were home to the mainland's biggest luau. I think we might have the second biggest now, but we do get a lot of students from the state of Hawaii, and every year they send their families come visit. They fly a chef out and all the flowers and food. And so the luau, we get about 1,000 people on a typical year. They did it this year. It was outside, so it looked a little different with everybody spaced apart, but it was still a lot of fun. So our luau is one of my favorite traditions.
Awesome. Okay, my favorite tradition involves our mascot, the Billiken, and it's always hard on these cameras, right, to know. So this is the Billiken, and on campus we have a statue of him, and the story goes it's like a golden statue. He kind of looks like a Buddha in that statue, and it's good luck to rub his belly before a big final or test or anything like that. So that is one of my favorite traditions. You'll often see students over there at the statue rubbing his belly.
Well, here at Loyola, New Orleans, we do something we call Snow Day, and it's spelled S-N-E-A-U-X, kind of that Cajun style. Basically, we bring in these ice machines to create, like, basically they pump in all this foot of snow around our front lawn, and we invite faculty, students, the neighborhood community, and it's kind of like since we don't, of course, snow here, it's kind of just a way to kind of have that fun time right before finals. Everyone gets to have snowball fights, hot cocoa, all that fun stuff, or even just for a quick day, just have a snow day.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we are known for our Division I men's basketball team. So before big games at Gonzaga, we will have something called Tent City, where our kennel club the Wednesday before a game will tweet out a location on campus. So you'll see hundreds of students sprawled out at all areas of campus. At noon, the tweet goes out and it's like the Hunger Games, students are running and racing for their tent number. Then they will go on and camp out most of the times overnight, sometimes 2 nights, even in the snow, not if it's below freezing though, in order to get the best seats for those men's basketball games. And it's a lot of fun. If you are into Division I athletics and really want to have a lot of school spirit, there's no better place than the kennel.
One of my favorite activities, traditions is for all of the incoming students during that first week, throw a big block party for the students. And so we have this cool DJ, bunch of fun games. We essentially shut down the campus for the night, and it's just a really fun way for students to get connected, get to know each other, just kind of have a little bit of fun before things get serious and classes start.
Awesome. I always love hearing all of these fun campus traditions. We might have time for just one quick more question. So lightning round, what is your best advice that you would give to a student going through the college search process? So we'll go in the same order with Seattle University up first.
I would recommend connecting with anyone that you may know who's already on campus and just getting their advice and their opinion about what major you might be interested in, how easy is it to get classes, because they are also a great resource for letting you know what the college culture is like.
I hope this isn't Rayanne, but set up your voicemail. And, oh, she's like, oh, and make sure it's not full. That's the other thing. Make sure you don't have a full voicemail.
It's totally fine. I have one that's very, very similar. If you haven't yet, create a college search specific email address. It can be your first name, last name, college search, whatever you want to call it. But put all, to take all your tests that way, sign up for all the mailings. So you have one place that you go to find out if you've been admitted, that you're waitlisted, all those different types of things. It'll make organization so much easier.
I'm a business background student, so I had an undergrad, master's. But when I tell students, check out that net price calculator on our websites. A lot of us have it to where you can kind of see what financial aid package might get you an idea of what it starts like. And some of us actually have scholarship calculators. Play with that GPA requirement or test score requirement, and then see what scholarships are out there for you.
Mine might seem a little obvious, but please ask questions when we are in these sorts of formats, or you're on campus, or you're doing a virtual information session. No question is a bad question. We are here to be a resource for you. Email us, call us, leave a voicemail. We will get back to you. And we just want to provide you with all the information that we can throughout the application process, and then later on throughout the decision process.
Mine was also going to be similar. Definitely ask questions. I think a good way for students to connect with the college that they're looking at as well is maybe to ask to get connected with a current student. That's a really good way to kind of see if it's the right fit for you, and to ask some questions from students specifically.
Didn't they have fantastic advice? I would add, have some fun in this college search process. There is a place for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. There's a quick 4-question survey as you close out, so we hope that you'll provide us with some feedback. This was recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/RMACAC within 1 week. Best wishes to everyone in their college search process. Bye-bye.